Hey, good morning, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. It's 11:06, and I do want to have you guys out in time to attend the town hall if you're going to. So welcome to this session. I'll be talking to you all about Goosechase, which I don't know if any of you know anything about, but it is essentially a digital scavenger hunt. And so I'm going to start by, well, this is our agenda. So first we'll kind of talk about what Goosechase is, and then I'm going to have you all actually do a Goosechase so that you can get a user experience. We'll talk about how you can create your own, and then I'll answer any questions that you may have. All right, and so here's a short video that kind of explains the concept of Goosechase.
Scavenger hunts are an exciting way to bring people together, but a nightmare to organize. You don't want to run like a chicken with his head cut off, so what do? Goosechase will let you keep your head. Goosechase is a cool app that lets you effortlessly put together a memorable scavenger hunt. All you have to do is 1. Sign in, 2. Create missions or choose missions from an extensive list, and 3. Announce the event to your participants. Now you can sit back and enjoy. Participants download the Goosechase app and join the game you created. They complete missions and gain points by submitting a picture of themselves or their team members doing each challenge. When the time is up, the team with the most points wins. Participants run around, meet new people, complete challenges, collect points, and have a blast. So keep your head where it belongs and start your first scavenger hunt today with Goosechase. Scavenger hunts for the masses.
Okay, so as you heard, essentially it's a scavenger hunt. You're able to send your participants on missions. You're able to send them on a text mission, a photo or video mission, as well as a GPS mission. And you have creativity with what you want them to complete in that mission. You can assign points to each mission, and that team, they can work as teams or individual, will be sent out to complete those missions on their scavenger hunt. So before I kind of go into talking about how to make it and the details on it, I am going to have you all actually participate in one so that you can get that user experience. So hopefully you all had a chance to download the Goosechase app either on your phone or a tablet. If not, please take a few minutes to go ahead and do that now. And once you do that, you're going to open up the app and enter in this game code, which I will also put in the chat. Because I'm going to be putting you all in breakout rooms, and that breakout room will be your team. So I'll give a few minutes to let people download the app if they haven't, also to write down this game code, and then I'm going to put you all in breakout rooms. Okay, so I'm about to start putting you all in your breakout rooms. So once you are in your breakout rooms, go ahead and join, again, the team name that is the name of your breakout room. There's 4 teams: Quarantine, Home Aloners, Couch Potatoes, and Living La Vida Lockdown. You'll enter in the game code, and then you'll choose your team, and you all have, I want to say, about 8 missions. I'm going to give you all 15 minutes to complete those missions, and you're working as a team, but if one person submits a mission, that will count for the entire team. So you guys can kind of discuss if you want to assign a mission to a certain team member, and you guys can complete some of those missions for the entire team.
I feel like we should still do savage, but just align and just change the words. Like, I'm a savage. Focus something finished, because the school year's over.
Okay, I gotta write that down because I'm not gonna remember.
I don't know the second word though. Focus something finished. Give me another word with an F. You know, I like to keep stuff in weird groups.
Okay, so I think we have everyone back in our main room. And so I'm going to take just a few minutes before I get into showing you how to create one, and let you all kind of give me some feedback on your user experience with this digital scavenger hunt. So if you would unmute your mic, anyone that kind of wants to give some feedback on what they thought about the app, or even ways that you think you can use this with your staff, students, teachers.
Oh, it definitely puts you in a collaborative space. And you kind of, even with, I'm looking at my situation, I could not, and so with the help of my teammates was able to pull through. So you kind of, I was able to get in where I fit in, whether it was suggestions or just for support. It just really puts you in a collaborative space, which was really, really good. And we worked really, really well to navigate through the functions of what needed to get done.
And to kind of piggyback off of that, it also allows you as a team to identify maybe one person's strengths.
Mm-hmm.
So you could have assigned that mission to a person that that was one of their strengths.
Definitely a weak link, but the team still said, "Come on." It did, it really did.
Anyone else want to share?
Sure, this is Venetia. I am not a sit and get type person for professional learning. It drives me crazy, and this took me out of the sit and get space. Even if I was still sitting, I had to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just, cool to work with people to say, hey, you do this part, just collaboration, like Caldwell said, and actually applying, action to what we're supposed to be learning.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was fun. Sometimes you just need a break.
Yeah.
Everything is so serious all the time, and meetings are so, whether they are virtual meetings or face-to-face meetings, our work is serious. It's not brain surgery, but it's life-changing. So it can be real serious, and this was just fun.
Good, I'm glad.
Mm-hmm. I concur, Renee. That was a perfect brain break activity for when you're doing meetings. It was fun.
Did anyone, I haven't looked at you all's responses yet, but what were some of the ways that you, I think it was Get Your Creative Juices Flowing was a mission, creative ways you can use this app?
Where is my teammate? Mr. Wilborn, you use this with your students. Why don't you share what you do?
Oh, hey. I was saying creative ways we can use it. Students were using it for geometric shapes. They went around the entire school looking for quadrilaterals, squares, triangles, and then also using it for new teachers as a scavenger hunt for the new school. To find out where the gym is, where the counselor's office is, and have a little fun trying to find little objects around the building. So we thought that would be something they can do.
Yes, and this initially was created for that, for team building purposes, but then they branched off into Goosechase Edu. And so you just have so much flexibility really within this app. I have used it with students, like James said, give them problems to solve. I did a measurement lesson, so they were running around measuring things, trying to find measurements as I would give them a picture with a ruler next to it and say, submit a picture of something that is the same length as this object. So like what you can do, there are really no limits with what you can do with this app. It's just how creative you can get with it.
Dominique, are there some pre-done scavenger hunts for content pieces?
Yes, so in Goosechase Edu, they do have a game library. And so you can go and play that exact mission, or you can copy it and kind of edit it to your own liking. But yes, they do have a library.
Once the participants have uploaded everything, do you only have access to just your uploads, or do you get to see all of the different groups, their uploads?
So that's a setting that you can turn on, and I believe I turned that on for you all. I think you should have been able to see other submissions. So you have the ability to see everyone's submission, or you can turn that feature off if you don't want students to see other student submissions.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you all how to create your own digital scavenger hunt. So make sure that when you're creating your account, you're going to the EDU. So there's just a regular Goosechase, and then there's a Goosechase Edu. And so I'm signed in now, and I'm going to click on My Games. And each game that you create will be listed here. And so the one that I had you guys for today was Quarantine Fun. And so you start off by just giving it a title. You can upload an image if you want to, give it a description. This is just your getting started page. Once you do that, this is your actual missions page. This is where you go and create your missions. In addition to what I was talking about earlier, the game library, they also have what they call mission banks. And this is more kind of for like team building type things. A lot of these wouldn't really apply to us. A lot of these require you to kind of go out in the world and take pictures or do things, but they do have a bank you could choose from and maybe just edit it to fit whatever it is that you're doing. So this is my mission list. And when I create a mission, I have the option of creating a photo or video mission, a text mission, or a GPS mission. Now I'm just going to click on the photo video mission. So here I give my mission a name. I assign it a number of points. They have preset points, or I can customize it. I describe it here. So whatever it is that I want this participants to accomplish on this mission. You can also attach images as well as links to your mission. And here, if you click advanced settings, you can make it where, I think for the video one I had where you can only submit a video. So you also have that option of saying, hey, I only want the students to submit videos for this, or I only want them to submit photos. And this is the option where participants can see each other's submissions, or they cannot. You can also add automation, and we'll go into that on the next piece over here. But then you would just click Save Changes, and your missions would appear here. I'm going to cancel because I'm actually doing the one that is live right now. And then, so these are all the missions that I had you all complete. Over here, you can customize the order. So you can order them by point value, alphabetically, or you can customize and drag and drop them in the order they want to go. And this is just a synopsis of your missions, how many you have for each point value, and the total number of missions that you have so far. Next is game script. And so here you can add things to appear as your participants are completing their mission. So if I click Add Automation, I can give it a name and select what I want to happen. So I can change to available, I can change a mission to expired, or I can send a message to all participants during a game. And then here I just select when I want that to happen. So I can kind of give an estimated time, or I can select an exact time when I want this automation to happen. So you have that option as well within your game. I didn't add any in this particular game, but just know that you do have that option. For the participant section, so they can compete as teams or as individual players. I think for the purpose of this, it'd be better to have them compete in teams. And so what I did, because I didn't know who was going to be in the session, I pre-created teams and just made the team names the same as the breakout rooms I put you in. So you have the option of pre-creating teams and having them choose a team to be on, or you can make it where they can just join a team on their own. Or they can create their own team. So if you check this at the bottom, it allows them to create their own teams. Start and stop is just when I want the mission to take place. So for this one, I knew when I was going to meet with you all, so I set it automatically to begin at 11 and it's going to end at 12. Or you have the option to start it manually. So say, hey, start now. And then you can also say when you want to end that mission. And so here is the activity feed where I can see what you all have, what you all have submitted. And so I kind of popped into the team that James was on. And as he was saying, when you see these submissions, if you see that they're incorrect or it's not exactly what you were looking for, you can send that back and have them redo it. So if I click on this gear here, it'll say delete submission, and it'll pop that mission back to them and show them as still having to complete that mission. But here's where you can see everything that was submitted. And then here is your leaderboard. So you can see the teams. Everybody got first place this time, yay. But you can see the teams and how many points they got. I don't really, usually when I do this with my students, I don't really put an emphasis on the first, second, third, you know, the placing of it. But you have the option of seeing the leaderboard, and here you can send a message to a certain team. You can manually adjust scores. If for some reason you need to remove a team, you can remove a team here. And this is just another way to see your submissions, but you can group them by the mission. You can group the submissions by team. So here I can see what each team submitted, or by points. This is a by points view for the teams, and then this is alphabetical view for the teams. And so here is where you would find your game code to send to your participants to join your game. And if you know someone else that is on Goosechase, you can forward this mission to them, this game to them, excuse me, and they can play it, you know, with their staff or their students. And then I'm going to go back to the home screen to show you. Oh, it took me to. Let me do this. Okay, and so this is the game library where they have games already created. And so you can copy them, play them as they are, or edit them and adjust them to fit your mission. And you can also click here to kind of filter what it is you want. They don't have a large selection, I will say that, but they do have things that you can kind of work with, or even to give you some ideas on what you can do with this app, different ways to be creative on using this app. And let's see here. So as far as pricing, I know someone's going to ask, is it free? I always ask that. And you have access to quite a bit for free. So you're able to create unlimited games, but you're only able to run one live game at a time. You can only do team mode, so you can't have individual games where students compete individually, which I've never done, honestly. Anyway, when I use this, I've always used the team mode. You can have up to 5 teams per game, up to 5 mobile devices per team, and tech support. So this is what you get for free. And if you just love it and you want to add more features, you have these options as well. This is on their website. Any questions? No, I went kind of fast. I think I saw something in the chat. Oh, okay. Any more questions about Goosechase or ways you can use it?
I have a quick question about the pricing again.
Yes.
You said it's $49. So that means how many teams? So like if I have a game going and somebody else in my department has a game going, you're saying that won't work for free, or that will work for free?
No, it just means that you as a user can only have one live game at a time.
Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you.
Sure.
But up to 25, and you can only have up to 25 people because you can only have 5 teams and you can only have 5 people per device. So if you have more than 25 people in your professional learning, you can't use the free version.
Yes, essentially.
Got it.
I think a workaround to that maybe though, if you have a team just using one device, as opposed to each person in that team having their own device. Does that make sense?
Okay, so like a team.
That would be for in person.
Yeah, so if I have a team of, let's say, 10, and I say, okay, I'm the spokesperson for the team, then that's really just one person, but I'm putting in. But that's no fun for everybody else. Everybody wants to go take pictures and do things. Okay.
Yeah, you can assign roles. So when I do it with students, that's what I do. I have them, they share one device and they complete the task. But I have one person may be the person that types, one person may be the person that takes pictures, and then sometimes it was stuff they had to actually do before they took a picture.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So everyone still got a chance to participate.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess everybody on the team could still take their pictures and send it to the team lead.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
If using your phone, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then that one person could upload. Okay.
For the team, yes.
Got it.
That's exactly what happened with the teachers, the new teachers at one of my schools. They all split up. They all knew the missions, and they all went all over the building. And they took pictures and they airdropped it or screenshotted and texted to the person who had the iPad, and then they started submitting like crazy. So yeah.
That makes sense. I love it. Love it.
I'm glad. So this is a great way, especially with, us being quarantined now, kind of stuck at home, to kind of make PD more engaging for your staff, even to use, with students, with them not being able to really collaborate so much in groups at home. This is one way you could do that by, kind of app smashing, using Zoom and Goosechase together, so that they're still able to communicate as a team while, trying to complete these missions. I don't know if the Zoom session has happened already, but please attend that to learn, if you don't know, how to use the breakout room feature, because that's an awesome feature to use just in general, but great to use for this app as well. Any other questions about anything else? And I'm going to upload this presentation as well as some more resources for you all to kind of reference later. If you, think of questions or run into any issues while trying to create a scavenger hunt. And feel free to email me also. dharbor, Harbour, is my email. And I'll be happy to assist or help you in, getting started with using this app. You're welcome. Well, if no one has any more questions, you are free to go. I know we have a town hall in about 10 minutes. And again, feel free to reach out to me if needed. And thank you all for attending. I hope you enjoyed and got something good out of this to use this summer, next year.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
great
job,
job.
Dominique. Great job, Dominique.
Thank you so much.
You guys take care. Have an awesome rest of the day.
You too.
You too.
Yes, thanks, Dominique. That was great.
You're welcome.